Thank you, Denise. Denise was one of those wonderful attorneys that kept me out of trouble all the time in my 35 years in the school board, especially when I became the deputy superintendent. Thank you, Denise. Not only a friend, but a great colleague. I'm here today because I truly believe that the quality of life in a community is based on the effectiveness and the quality of the educational system. If you do not have a good educational system, the public school system that is going to teach those young people that are going to be the future of this community, the quality of life in that community deteriorates. I truly believe that. And the school system with 50,000 employees, the largest employer in Miami-Dade, has many wonderful employees who work very hard. But their efforts many times are hampered by the policies that policymakers make, and that's the school board members. Teachers work very hard in the classroom. Principals work very difficult hours. But if the policies that they're trying to implement are not necessarily in the best interest of children, then their efforts do not see their fruit. That's why I'm here today, to present to you a friend and a colleague. I have known Eduardo Zayas-Bazán for quite a few years now. I think we were both founders of the National Association of Cuban American Educators. Eduardo has been an educator for more years than I have, and that's a lot to say. He was a professor at East Tennessee University for over 30 years, but a lot of people don't know that he was also a high school teacher. So he knows firsthand the quality of education that many of our children go into the universities with, and those are the ones that make it to the university. Eduardo is an accomplished writer. He has published many books. One of them I brought today because he just gave it to me for Christmas, his latest novel, El Pez Volador, The Flying Fish. It's a very interesting novel. It was published both in English and Spanish. So if you don't have a copy, make sure you run out and buy one. It would help for the campaign. When I think of school board members, I think of Eduardo. I think of the qualities that you would want on a school board member. And I know that the one quality that I want firsthand, and you would understand this, is integrity. You want public officials, public servants, to have that integrity. You want them to be ethical. They have the future of your children or grandchildren in their hands. You want a board member who's an independent thinker, that is not going to go along with the 8 other members who can be very persuasive. You want somebody who's caring, because they're dealing with children, with 350,000 children in this community, many of which have great needs. You want a board member who is responsible. This may look like a part-time job, but believe me, we have a school board member here, ex-school board member, Manti Sabates. She knows it is not. She knows this is not a part-time job, so you want somebody who's going to feel responsible and also is hardworking. You want a board member who is a critical thinker, who's going to think, is there a better way of doing this? And not necessarily go with the status quo. And if you think all the things that I just mentioned, independent, caring, critical thinker, hardworking, responsible, someone with integrity, someone who's honest, someone who's ethical, and also somebody who's enthusiastic, I think you can tell that I'm talking about Eduardo. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the candidate for District 6 School Board, Dr. Eduardo Zayas-Bazán.